This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Holland versus Allen. You've been together 14 years, and your once happy marriage is on the rocks. And depending on what happens here today is whether you walk out together or this thing goes on over the cliff.
Right.
Tell me why your marriage is on the rocks.
Well, Your Honor, I'm here today because I feel like my husband is cheating on me.
Okay.
And if he's cheating on me, our marriage is over. Mr. Hiram sleeps on the couch right now because I feel like something is going on. And if he's cheating, if he's been unfaithful in any type of way to me, this marriage is absorbed.
How long has he been on the couch?
For the past 6 months, Your Honor.
What?
6 months?
Yes, sir.
How does it feel to be in exile out there on the couch for 6 months in your own home?
Doesn't feel good, sir, Your Honor, because I try to do everything right, and I do respect my wife. I love my wife, and I do honor our vows.
At times.
So you've been faithful since you've been married?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't believe it.
All right, so you know what? You all had to have had happier times. Tell me, how did you all meet?
Oh, well, we met 14 years ago. I went out to a club that one night. He had a previous relationship that had just ended. So he was grieving from a previous wedding.
Well. Do you?
So he actually tried to talk to my friend first. He couldn't get no play with her, so then he come over to my side of the car. So he asked me for my number, but you just was trying to talk to my friend, so guess what? Back in the day, it was 14 years ago, I was much younger, body was more banging, more in shape.
You fine.
One pocket had the real number, the other pocket had the fake numbers in. So if I don't like you, you get the fake number in the club.
Wait, hold on. So, wait.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh, she was a baller. She came to play.
So who
came
plays
to
the
play the
game?
game.
Wait,
So
you
who
got
plays the game?
You got 2 phone numbers in your pocket, the
Yes,
right
sir.
number and the wrong number.
Yes.
And
Yes,
depending
sir.
on how the rap came through, you knew which pocket
To pull from.
Well, you know what, Mr. Cutler, I'm on it's true confessions. You don't know this because I never did this to you.
I was about to say,
Right.
true confession. Let me sit back to this.
But you know, I told you my going out name was Crayola.
Your club name?
My club name.
Your club name.
That's the name I gave you when I didn't want you to try to ever track me down.
Right. Being that he went to my friend's side of the car first and then came to my side, I ain't no second prize. I'm first prize.
There you
Look
go.
at me. Why would you come to me second? No. So therefore, you get the wrong number.
Go ahead.
I put my whole number on there, but I left off 1 digit.
Oh.
So he had to find me.
And so that's your way. If he wants to find you bad enough, he'll call all the digits till he gets the right
Until
one.
he get to me.
He put his back into it. I like that.
He did. He was real persistent.
So your woman's intuition tells you that he's cheating.
Yes, Your Honor, it does.
All right, tell me what your intuition is picking up on.
So one day, me and him are sitting down on the couch. He shows me something inside his phone. So I'm looking at it. We're laughing about the stuff that's in the phone. And then he gets up and walk away. So I'm still looking in the phone. You gave it to me. Why not look? So I'm looking at the old pictures. And bam, here come a picture that's not me. It's not my daughter. It's somebody else, another woman. So I'm like, what is this?
Then what kind of picture is it?
It's just a facial picture at first.
Okay.
At first, it's just a facial picture.
Okay.
I scroll a little further, and then I see other pictures. Body parts, boobs, behind. You doing things to yourself with your hands, and now my hair is standing up, you know? So
Right.
I asked him about what's going on. He lies. He said at first, it was nothing. Then he confessed to it and told me that he's been talking to her back and forth over the telephone.
And this is all the same woman?
All the same woman.
Did you recognize the woman?
I recognize her because she was at my wedding.
So why is this woman's naked pictures with boobs, butt, touching herself, whatever, all in your phone?
There's no excuse, but if she keeps saying she don't want me, she leaves me, she's been trying to get away for like 4 years, so when you're not communicate with me, it's not right, but I get lonely too.
Do you know this woman?
My ex.
You got pictures of your ex in your phone? Naked pictures of your ex in your phone?
Yes,
But
sir.
I can't help.
Is that a yes?
But I can't help. Yes, but I can't help what she send me. If I just ask for a picture, she send me provocative pictures.
First of all, why are you asking for your ex to send you pictures? And then secondly, she had to believe those were the kind of pictures you wanted. Otherwise, she would have sent just a regular,
Your Honor,
picnic shot or something like that. Am I missing something?
No.
No. I was surprised you took that position, Mr. Cutler, because I thought you were going to say, well, you right, you can't help what she do, and I was going to jump you. I was going to get you. But you beat me to the punch. I think you're exactly right. Yeah.
Ms. Holland, did she communicate with you after?
Yes, sir. She communicated with him. They've been texting back and forth, left and right, communicating. I actually have some of the text messages right here, Your Honor.
Right. Can we see that for ourselves? We want to see this. You're going through his phone.
Yes.
And you find text messages from the same other woman.
Yes.
And this is what she has.
Yes.
Hello, how you been?
We should meet up. I'm more experienced now. I like blank, and I blank now.
Oh, yeah?
He says it now, cause he said it like this, oh, yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
That's how that sounds.
Maybe just been, oh, yeah. I mean,
No.
The bottom line is, that was, oh, okay. He was in agreement with that.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, was it, oh, yeah, or, oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I like knowing that. Why do you need to know that she's experienced in blank and blank?
Your Honor, my ex always been in love with me since day one.
So you are encouraging her by having these conversations.
Exactly.
I can't help how she feels, Your Honor. She loves
How
me.
you feel.
No,
You know what?
Mr.
Help how
Allen,
you feel, not how she feel. You can help how you feel. When
But I
she
don't
sends
love
you
her.
these text messages, you can tell her then, I'm not interested. Do not send me these type of messages. I'm gonna block you. So you can't call me.
Miss Holland, here's the thing. I know if this was going on, the text messages, the pictures, you were keeping your eye on him.
Yes.
You probably like, where you been, where you going, how long you gonna be there?
I try.
Oh, okay. So how does that not happen?
He works on the weekend. He'll leave to go to work on a Saturday at 1 o'clock. And then I may not see my husband until Monday morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Where do you go? Where do you disappear?
I go to work, Your Honor, right?
He works security, and they know you securing, have you that gone that many hours.
I go to work like that to get away from her. Is why I do it.
You feel neglected, and you spend all the time
If I'm on the couch, right, I can sleep at work making money, right? She don't say that when she still take the money.
But Mr. Allen, I think you're missing the point. You're not getting off the couch by continuing to do the things that got you on the couch in the first place.
Correct.
That's the problem.
Correct. Mr. Hiram tells me that it's his birthday and he want to have sex with me. I tell him no. I'm not gonna have sex with you. Have sex with the woman that you've been texting back and forth. Who pictures you was sending you back and forth? He tell me, all right, since you feel like that, I'm gonna tell you what you want to know then. He tells me that, yeah, I'm having sex with her.
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep having sex with her. We gonna be together, and I'm gonna have sex with her for my birthday. I'm gonna have me some birthday sex.
Yes, Your Honor. And only because she's not making love to me, she won't talk to me.
So you thought that sweet line was gonna get you in the bed with her?
No, I didn't think that, but she was done, so I was trying to hurt her like she hurt me. It's wrong. I know it's wrong. I know that's not what you do.
Wherever is it right for you to try to hurt your wife?
I mean, here's the thing. Y'all are hurting each other.
Yeah.
And because you all are having such difficulty dealing with this, we're going to bring in a friend of the court to talk to you, someone who's had experience with cheating, because he's admitted to being a cheater and how he was able to deal with that and get past that point. So at this time, the court will call from the Grammy Award-winning R&B group 112, Mr. Q Parker. Ron, please escort Mr. Parker.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, and you?
Good.
It's
Glad
good to
that you're
see you
here.
today.
You too.
You've been open about your infidelity issues in the past, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you share with our litigants, how you dealt with that and what issues you faced?
I too were in your shoes, my brother.
It don't feel good, does it?
Denying, it doesn't. And I'm here today, man, to just offer my testimony and my story to you because you have somebody who genuinely loves you. Listen to what she's saying. I too was the one denying and all of that. But this one particular day, I had to just connect to my wife's heart. And when she said, "This makes me feel this way," I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to trust you. I had to tap into, okay, what does it look like for you to trust me again? What do I need to do to gain your trust again? And so my wife gave me a list of things. Right. And it wasn't until I started to give her those things, the guard started to come down a little bit. Her heart started to reopen up again. I know you love her. We know that. But step outside of yourself for a moment. And if you can, picture her heart and what her heart looks like. And I like to say, we have to treat a woman's heart like a newborn baby. You don't want nobody to kiss the baby. You want them to wash their hands before they hold the baby. You want to look at them while they sleep and all of those things. That's how I had to learn to look at my wife's heart.
Tell Mr. Allen what your rock bottom cheating moment was.
My rock bottom cheating moment was being in a public place and looking at my wife's face and seeing the discomfort because she wasn't comfortable in knowing if the person next to her was somebody that I had been with.
Oh, boy.
And to be honest with you, that, even when I talk about it right now, it kind of makes me emotional because I knew I loved her so much, but I was just immature. You don't want your wife out here embarrassed, ashamed. My wife couldn't even make eye contact. She was so insecure. And so watch this, that photo you sent her, you don't even know what it's doing to her mentally. Now she's comparing herself to the photo that she just saw. Well, maybe he likes this. Maybe I put on a few pounds. Maybe I'm not what I was when we first got married. Maybe I'm not attractive to him anymore. And that's not a space, man, that you want your woman out here walking in, Doc. You don't want that.
Mr. Parker, thank you so much. We appreciate your word.
We want you to stay right there because however this comes out, we may still need some more words from you.
Well, we're about to find out because this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, we're going to call certified polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is he cheating? Now, please report Mr. Platt in.
Tommy Platt.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I've been a licensed examiner for over 11 years and conducted nearly 3,000 examinations.
And you conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Allen, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You asked Mr. Allen, on your birthday, did you have physical sexual contact with your ex? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Mr. Allen, you okay?
Yes.
All right.
You asked Mr. Allen, during your marriage to Miss Holland, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said yes. That during a break, he encountered oral sex.
Ms. Holland, have you all been on a break since you've been married?
Your Honor, we have altercations where I may tell him I don't want to be with him for the situation that we're going through, but we're still legally married. So there's no such thing as a break. You said some things that I don't like, I said some things you don't like. So let's cool off for a minute. It's not a free-for-all. It's not for you to go out and sow your royal oats.
She put me out of the house, so I guess we was over. I thought we was over.
Okay, but wait a minute. We have your court papers here that you signed, and you specifically said, over the past 8 years of our marriage, no break has been taken at all. You signed this.
Right.
You signed this document that says that.
But, like I said, I feel that way, but if I'm out of the house, is that a break? If she put me out of the house, is that a break or not?
You know what? Let me answer that question real definitively. If you married, you married.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
I don't care what.
Exactly.
And married folks talk about we was on a break. I'm like, a break from what? You don't get a break from a vow. You all are engaged and have been together for 10 years, but your wedding plans are on hold until you find out whether or not Mr. Bisnauth is cheating. Please tell me why you've initiated this case.
I am here today because I do not believe that David has been faithful. I believe that he has been lying to me, that he has been cheating, and even though he says that he isn't, I know that he is. We have 2 kids together. We've been engaged since 2014.
Oh, boy.
But I refuse to wear the ring until I know that he's being true, that what we have is real.
So you are here for answers, and you feel so firmly that he's not being truthful with you that you are not even wearing your engagement ring.
Right.
You just have it. Where do you have it? Where do you keep it?
I don't know. It's been that long. I have to go dig it out.
Wow. Wow.
Mr. Bisnauth, because of what she's accusing you of, she doesn't even wear her ring, doesn't even know where it is. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel not good at all. It's been, we first met each other and it was love at first sight. I try to prove myself time after time after time. Besides coming here, I offered to go pay for a lie detector test on my own so I could get this out of the way because it's holding our love and us moving forward in our future.
All right.
Ms. Scott, why do you think he's cheating?
Well, one, when it comes to him working for a rideshare company, on a regular, he'll get dressed normally. He's going to be driving all day. He'll be comfortable, and he'll go to work, which is fine. But this particular day, he got all dressed up, fancy, blinged out to drive. I was trying to reach out to him, trying to call him. He was not answering. The one time he actually picked up his phone, he's like all excited and hyped, like, yeah, it's lit in Saratoga. I'm so busy, I can't talk to you. I have to call you back.
Wow.
I didn't speak to him for the rest of that night. He didn't come to the house that night.
So he was busy driving.
Right, he was working.
And what's wrong with him looking nice for his job? I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it. It just seemed out of character. Is it okay if I show you when I did see him the next day? I like to show you over here on the screen.
Step over to the monitor, please.
So I go through his phone. Finally, he comes. I ask him where he was, and he just said he was at his mom's, but I didn't believe him. So I went to his maps on his phone to see if I could see where he was. There was no history. There was no location. The location was disabled. He wasn't there.
So he told you where he was, but you didn't believe him?
No.
Because it's been disabled.
Right, and one, why is it disabled? And two, so I further investigated, he was working, so I went to the Drive app, and I went to go see how much money he made, the rides in Saratoga, and there was $0 and 0
And that was the
cents.
day he said he was working all day, right?
Yeah, there were no trips, there was no money made that day. So that's another thing that was like, what's that about?
No money, no trips, no time online, no toll, no nothing. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yes.
And this is the same day, Mr. Cutler, that he was dressed and blinged out.
But, and he never went to work.
Can I explain what happened
Yeah,
that day?
please.
Mr. Bisnauth.
All right. So that particular day, we got into a heated argument. And it came to a point where she started putting some of my clothes in the bag. So I said I was gonna leave because our arguments always get heated.
Why do you have 0 and you told her you were working? That's what I want to know.
She kept calling me after you just told me to leave the house and don't come back. So instead of coming back or answer the phone and make more problems, I told her I was actually working, that I'm in Saratoga, because there's time that she just showed up out of nowhere at where I'm at. And I didn't want no confrontation.
And that's why I have doubt and trust issues and concerns.
This doesn't make any sense. She put you out.
It's not the first time.
Well, and I probably not, but she puts you out.
Yes.
And you say, I'm at work, so why lie?
Well,
if she's that good, you might as well just...
To avoid a heated argument, because that day that argument was heated, and it was all about I'm being accused of cheating once again. So this is like a nonstop, every day, every week thing for me. She doesn't understand how much she means to me. She was like the first woman, because my last ex.
Okay, wait. You get ready to drag me down a rabbit hole I'm not really interested in. Because what you told me doesn't make sense. So what else do you believe is cheating?
Well, I have another one. We're sitting in the dining room, in the house, phone's ringing. He's not answering the phone. That's not like him. He would normally answer. So I get curious. I'm like, so why are you not answering your phone? Oh, it's just my family member. And I'm like, okay. And but it was like several phone calls. So
From that family member?
Yes.
Okay,
So
can you see the name on the phone?
Yes, I can.
Okay, and is that a family member's name?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But when I go to call the number back, lo and behold, there's a female on the other end, and it is not his family member.
Okay, that was my next question.
The family member was a male. It was a male's number, but then when I pick up on the other end, it's a female. Naturally, I'm like, well, who are you? And she's like, well, he reached out to me. He was trying to get in contact with me. They were talking about they were supposed to meet up in New York City, but that never happened. All those plans went through. She said she was married. She had a husband.
She's telling you all this?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense was when I look through the call log and I see that they've spoke several times, even sometimes at length. If she's married and has a husband, why are you guys chit-chatting? What possibly could you be talking about?
What did you say to him?
Well, he said it was from before when we were split up. But we're together, and it's recent phone calls, so it can't be when you were.
That's not true.
Okay.
Right, so Mr. Bisnauth,
All right,
let's take this in chunks. I want to stay right here with. You had a phone number saved in your phone.
Yep.
With a male family member's name.
Yes.
But the number of a woman who's not a family member.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay. Who is this woman to you?
All right,
and what kind of relationship did you have with her?
This girl's a friend from a while back in my childhood. So what happened, at the time we were separated, I had put something on social media that I can't believe I'm being accused of cheating every day of my life, blah, blah, blah. So she actually gave me her phone number on social media, and I called her. I haven't seen her in over 20-something years, haven't heard from her.
Mr. Bisnauth, you're taking me the long way. Why did you put it in your phone under the name of a family member?
Male family member.
At the time we were separated, and I didn't want her to know, and that I was talking with her.
Okay, thank you.
I did talk
that
to
was
her.
the short answer. You were talking to her, and you didn't want her to know, right?
And she tried to convince me to come down to New York City, visit her, but I never did.
So why else do you think he's cheating?
While putting away the laundry, I came across a shirt that had another female's name on it. And I'm asking him, whose shirt is this? Where did this shirt come from?
Because you didn't recognize it.
No.
It wasn't your shirt.
No.
And this is in with his laundry.
Yes.
Okay, so she confronts you about it, and what do you say?
So what happened was, my family member went and did laundry. So as she's putting the clothes away, she comes across the shirt, and right off the rip starts saying, oh, this is the girl you're messing with. This is the girl you're...
Whose shirt was it?
I don't know.
All right, so you're saying a family member messed up, put somebody else's shirt in your laundry, it got mixed up?
The shirt has nothing to do with me.
All right, that's one story.
So, Ms. Scott, let me ask you this. If you find out he is cheating, what does that mean for your relationship?
I'm upset. It's not fair, and I shouldn't have to go through this because this has been going on too long. It's been a lot of back and forth. It's been no, I didn't, yes, you did, no, I didn't, yes, I did, and I just need a answer today.
You have a decade into this relationship.
Yes.
That's a long time. That's a long time.
Mr. Bisnauth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, your relationship is at stake.
Yes, it is.
Because she says she can't continue this way. She has to be able to trust you 24/7.
I totally understand, and I want her to know that I love her and I've never cheated on her, and I don't have nothing to hide. So, like, at the end of this whole thing, when it comes out that I am telling the truth the whole time, it's like I don't know what to do with the pain now that I've suffered all these years of everyday accusations and all this cheating.
So you're saying you're in pain with all these accusations?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
So you need the pain to stop. You need the accusations to stop.
Especially the point when she was first pregnant with my first son. She offered just to have my kid. It was like, I don't know. It just changed everything, my perspective on life and everything. And for her to think that, after I explained to her how much everything meant to me, it still hurts up to this point.
Well,
You came here to get some answers, and we're going to help you find those answers. This court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call certified cyber expert Gus Dimitrellis and certified polygraph examiner Dave Lawrence to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort the gentleman in.
Gentlemen.
Got two.
Good day, gentlemen. How are you all?
It's fine, Your Honor. How are you? Your Honor.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Mr. Dimitrellis, would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I'm a certified cyber expert and retired Secret Service agent serving under 2 presidential administrations in the area of technical security and electronic crimes.
Now, tell us what you did to investigate this case.
I conducted a thorough forensic examination on Mr. Bisnauth's cell phone. The examination recovers pictures, videos, chats, internet history, even if they're deleted. In this case, I was specifically asked to look for any evidence of cheating by Mr. Bisnauth.
so did you find any communication related to cheating?
I did, Your Honor.
What did you find?
Mr. Bisnauth was communicating with unknown women using Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, texting apps, which we call burner apps.
Was there anything that you found that was of interest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me about that.
Mr. Bisnauth was receiving graphic pictures from women, usually by his request,
Okay.
and specifically on his phone, I located 4 pictures of the same woman. A scantily clad blonde woman.
She'll tell you where they came from. It has nothing to do with me. She'll go on like dating websites in
I have
my
done
name
that.
and try to talk to people.
No.
She'll go on my Facebook. And it's funny he brought that up because
If
we were just
anything,
talking
that
about
one
this.
was me investigating, going through his phone. I searched the number that kept calling that he was calling, and it came up to that female. And it was
And
an
this was-
escort service, and then it was her pictures for her profile.
So it was the same blonde
Yes.
woman 4 times.
And I
okay,
downloaded
wait.
it.
Wait. Hold on.
Yep.
Before you tell me what the problem is,
Okay.
I got a question.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you contacted an escort service?
No. That number, one of my family member in our household had this number. So after 90 days, the number changed. Once she accused me of saying that was an escort service, I called the number, and it's a 12-year-old kid on the other line. And he said he only had the number for a week. So I was explaining to her that this number was being recycled all the time. The information he has is right. I have nothing to lie about.
Okay, so, but you still maintain you're not cheating.
I'm not a cheater.
All right? Well, this court did a further investigation, and Mr. Lawrence, you conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Bisnauth, is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Mr. Lawrence, you asked Mr. Bisnauth, during your relationship with Miss Scott, other than when you were on a break, did you have sexual intercourse with any woman other than Miss Scott? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
Miss Scott, you're standing there, the tears running down your face. What do those tears represent?
Part of me wanted to believe
Yeah, we need to take that back over.
that I was wrong.
I'm done. Get
Don't
me
be
outta here.
done now. Don't give up now.
That's crap. Straight up.
Ron, can you check and see if Mr. Bisnauth will come back?
Yes, Sean.
So I'm just disappointed.
Because there was a flicker of hope, just a flicker of hope that what you had been feeling and experiencing wasn't true,
Right,
that he wouldn't do that.
right.
All right, I would like to say something. I want to apologize for walking out, but I would like to take that test over right now, again, because that is impossible. I've never, ever been with any other woman or talked to anyone as she was telling you. I've never done it. I'm willing to take that test right now, right here. And when we were doing the test, he kept telling me that I'm controlling my breathing. Like, I breathe heavy.
Oh, is that true? Was there a conversation about his deep breathing?
We had that conversation several times, Your Honor. Controlled breathing is considered one of the countermeasures of polygraph.
And what is a countermeasure?
When somebody's trying to purposely distort the charts.
He probably Googled it and figured out what he could do.
And so when you told him not to do that, you were trying to make sure that he wasn't interfering with the results of the polygraph. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I don't have anything to say.
No, I don't even have. I'm done. Thank you. I'm gonna catch my flight and go home.
I noticed that you've been together 3 years. It's a 16-year age difference. You've been married 2 months. Why are you not honeymooning and you're here in my court? What is this?
I'm here today because I know that Demetrius is cheating on me. We've only been together a short time and we are newlyweds. He disappears all the time without any excuses as to where he's going. And if he's cheating, I'm leaving.
Mr. Winborn, what are you here to prove?
I'm here to prove today that I love my wife. I'm not a cheater. And since our marriage, I'm here to be committed to her. And I'm here to prove myself today that I'm not cheating, Your Honor.
Okay, you're smiling at me and she hasn't cracked her lips except to talk. She looks angry. She looks hurt. So what is it?
I'm smiling, Your Honor, because it's not true. That's why.
He's smiling because he doesn't take it seriously. He lives his life like a single man. And I married him. And now he still lives his life like a single man.
So how did you meet?
Well, my girlfriend had a luau and it was her boyfriend's birthday party. And I was just drug out of bed to go and set up, for the kids and the adults. And the thing about it that's funny is when I met him, I told him, I was like, you need to get out of my face, baby, little baby, whatever. Because all the other guys were like a little bit younger at the party because my girlfriend's boyfriend was younger. And he was like, we're around the same age. So I assumed he talked to my girlfriend and he knew how old I was, but he told me that he thought I was in my early 30s, or mid-20s when he met me.
Good answer.
I thought it was a great answer, so.
So, I gotta ask, just man to man, did you know you were chasing a cougar?
No, I did not, Your Honor. I did not. And regardless of the age difference doesn't matter to me. It was the whole point that we had a great conversation, we both enjoyed each other, and we fell in love. And that's what makes me committed to her right now.
Yeah. Now, your wife's concern is that you may not have been ready to settle down. And she's convinced that you're still cheating.
I am because we're lying in the bed and I get an alert from his phone. And then I have this woman that pops up asking him if he can pay a bill for her.
Mr. Winborn, who was this asking you to pay a bill for them?
It was an old friend of mine, Your Honor.
How old?
Years, Your Honor.
But you said you didn't know her.
And I was quite surprised when she did contact me because she didn't even have my phone number. She had to reach out to me on Facebook. Even when that night did happen, she woke me up in the middle of the night and said, somebody's asked for money. Now I'm like, I don't know who's asking for money because I did not know.
Well,
I didn't wake him up.
I get hit up for money almost every day. All right. Either from son number 1, son number 2, son number 3, sometimes all 3 in the same day.
Yes.
But I have to say, if I got hit up for money from some old friend, that will cause a problem.
I would be real tight. Real tight.
Real tight.
And I what?
I was tight too, Your Honor, because I won't send the money.
I was tight because he denied knowing them. He even had time where, he went for 3 days, missing for 3 days. Supposed to be gone to a family member's house to help with the yard sale. Yard sales are typically Saturdays. Everybody knows this in the South, So he's gone for 3 days and we're talking on the phone. I tell him, were you out having a yard sale, but you're talking on the phone, FaceTime me. I wanted to see. I told him I just wanted to see how it was going. He FaceTime me and then his ex pops around the front of the camera, hi, So, and not only that, he's in a bedroom. He's in a bedroom, not out in a yard with a table full of yard sale items. He's sitting up in the bed.
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
wait. Hold on. I want to make sure I got this because I'm going to talk to you. You can believe that.
I got something to say.
All right. So your spouse has gone to help a family with a yard sale.
Yeah.
While you're FaceTiming, so you looking at each other.
Right.
Into the picture comes his ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
And she's like, hey.
And then he hung up on me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Winborn, I have 2 questions for you.
Wait.
I got to answer this.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to ask this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I got to ask this. One, why was your ex there at the yard sale? But the big question is, why would you FaceTime your wife with your ex right there?
There was no real yard sale. Your Honor, I honestly believe.
I want him to answer.
See, Your Honor, she's not telling you all the details of that
I don't
day
have them.
and how everything went down.
Did you FaceTime your wife with your ex nearby?
I FaceTimed her and my ex showed up. So it won't be saying that I went to my ex to try to spend time over there. That's why I FaceTimed her, so she could see.
Hold on.
So she could see there's nothing extra going on.
So you FaceTime her to show there's nothing going on. There's nothing. I'm where I said I was. I'm doing what I said I was going to do. And I just want to check, see how you're doing.
Okay, are you concerned that he slept with his ex?
I'm definitely concerned. He lies about everything else, dealing with all of his exes. I'm really concerned that he slept with her. We moved to another city, and we were getting our house ready. I've gotten us jobs, everything. You know, we go to clean out the car. This boy got a phone hid underneath where you keep your tire in the car. Wait, that's not all. He's got boots, his work boots. He got a phone tucked down in the boot behind his socks. He got an iPad.
No.
He got an iPad rolled up in the trunk, in the clothes. It's supposedly like, you know, a shirt that he used to clean the car. He got it rolled up in the car. And all these are active and on the same service.
You have phones and devices that your wife doesn't know about?
See, Your Honor, what she's not telling you is that before I had my mom's phone, because she gave me a phone to use because my original phone she broke, smashed, threw out the window.
Messages from other
Okay, but wait.
We ain't talking about that.
You
ain't answer the question.
We're talking about you're running around like Inspector Gadget with all these different phones tucked in different places. So why do you have these extra devices in your trunk of your car?
That extra phone, Your Honor, I had was not even mine. It was my mom's phone. I did not want her to break that phone like she broke my phone. I can't afford iPhones like that.
Okay,
But
so
you
to
had
keep
two.
your mom's phone from being broke.
Two.
I won.
Two. He had.
I-
Hold on,
not a
Ms.
phone.
Winborn, hold on. So to keep your mom's phone from being broken,
Yeah, I
you
could-
put it in the trunk
When we
under
got
the tire?
I wasn't able to give it back to her. I did not want her to know about that phone because I didn't want her to break that phone.
Your car does have a glove compartment, right? It has a center console, right?
What about
Any number of places that you can keep the phone
What about
to
the
keep it from
iPad?
being broken, right?
You're right.
Okay, why underneath the spare tire in the trunk of your car?
So she went, look in the glove box, grabbed her phone, and throw it out the window like she did my phone because she gets mad because she didn't know about the phone.
No.
Mr. Winborn, I get to hear a lot of stories up here.
I best believe you do.
If you had a nickel for every one of the stories you telling,
rich.
you'd be a millionaire.
He'd be rich.
You'd be a millionaire.
He'd
Well, my
be
pockets
rich.
don't show it.
He'd be rich.
My pockets do not show it.
He would
Okay,
be rich.
all right, so that explains the phone. What do you use the iPad for?
Just to play my games.
FaceTime.
Okay, that's the problem. She thinks you're playing games. Are you playing games? That's what we're trying to get to. Are you playing games?
Video games, yeah.
Games.
Are you playing games other than video games?
Yes.
No.
Miss Winborn,
No.
are you playing games other than video games? That's what we want to know.
I'm just playing video games.
This is what I'm saying. If I had done one of the things to him that he'd done to me, he told me himself he'd be gone. So you have enough sense of self and self-preservation to know you don't want this done to you. It doesn't take a rocket scientist not to do it to anybody else.
So we have a winter-summer romance here, marriage. We want to know, based on your life experience, but as someone who unfortunately has experienced cheating, been cheated upon, what are some of the things that you see as signs? What are your cues that something's amiss?
There are several signs.
Okay.
The first sign being sex. The rhythm changes in a relationship. You know, when you first start out, you're going like rabbits.
All right.
And then as it winds down, sex starts to dissipate. Okay?
Okay, so has the sex life changed?
Oh, it changes. It changed and changes again and changes. I can tell when he's not been at a yard sale.
It's based off on her mood. If she's in that attitude that night, I'm on the other side because she chooses that.
Okay, but I mean, you guys have
not
only been
bad.
married for 2 months. I mean, you probably shouldn't even be leaving the bedroom at this stage.
I mean, and that's the way I feel, and that's the thing. Like, it's like I'm high energy, and I'm extremely about, bonding, but sometimes it's like, you know when it's not there. Like, you can tell. I can tell when it's not there.
Well, Your Honor, first of all, you know, if you treat a boy like a boy, he's gonna act like a boy.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you treat him...
I want to say something about that.
Because as men, we want to be, want to be treated as men.
You want to be the head of your household.
Right.
And every time he's dumbed down to be one of the kids,
Right.
now he looks like he's dealing with his mom.
Right.
Because we forget how we got there to begin with. Whatever you did to get it, baby, you got to stay there to keep
Right.
it.
And in this case, she's afraid of an ex. She's concerned about an ex.
She should be.
Oh.
She really should be. Because in actuality, the ex is on his level. And you're pushing him to her level, back down to her level. Because you are afraid and insecure. Some of these signs had to already be there. You just chose to ignore them because as older women, we feel like we can change a man. He's got to grow there.
Right.
He's got to get there.
Right.
Thank you so much.
So now we've got this marriage on the line. You've got some concerns you've expressed. So to get to the bottom of this, the court has ordered a polygraph test, and we have the result. All right, Ron, would you please escort Mr. Kendall Scholl of Kendall Investigations into the courtroom? Yes, sir. Right. You performed a polygraph examination on Mr. Winborn, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
Right. Mr. Winborn was asked.
In May 2017, the day your wife saw your ex on FaceTime, did you have sex with your ex? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was truthful.
He's turning out to be the man that you thought he was, the man you fell in love with.
Yep.
We have one more
We have
question.
one more question. Mr. Winborn was asked, did you have sexual contact with your ex from July 2016 to now? What was his response to that question?
He said no. The lie detector determined that he was deceptive.
Mr. Winborn, sexual contact with your ex from July 2016 to now. Did you have sexual contact with your ex?
No, did not.
So, Mr. Scholl, when you do the polygraph examination, how do you define sexual contact?
We go over, Your Honor, exactly what sexual contact is. Kissing, passionate kissing, a mere hug to somebody, a mere kiss on the cheek is not sexual contact.
Would you please explain your credentials as a polygraph examiner to Mr. Winborn?
Mr. Winborn, I was the former head of the entire FBI's polygraph program in Washington, D.C. for the FBI.
So it's safe to say this is not your first rodeo.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Winborn, this is not his first rodeo. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Did you have sexual contact, not just intercourse, sexual contact with your ex at any point from July 2016 to now?
Yes, Your Honor.
What sexual contact did you have with your ex?
It was a time period when I had a family member that passed away, and I was with her at that time, and she gave me a passionate hug and kissing, and that was it, Your Honor.
I knew he had spent the night with her.
You already knew?
He lied about it.
Tell him how you feel right now.
I feel like every time I've asked him about her, he lies. I feel like he's been lying. I already knew in my gut.